Welcome guys to our awesome fire station. I'm glad you came. Let's head on over to the fire training room to do our fire safety.
Hey kids, it's great to have you. My name's Fireman Joey here, and we're here to, oh man, I'll tell you what.
Oh, I don't know if you guys know, wearing these masks gets really hot. I had 3 on, a little bit rough, but hey, we're staying safe these days. That's why we're doing this virtually. I'd love to come hang out at your schools, but we're trying to keep you guys safe. And so we're going to do fire safety this month, all online here. So we're going to be doing Facebook posts, Instagram posts, as well as this awesome assembly that's virtually done. So we're going to do the same cool stuff, just on TV. So welcome. If you couldn't hear me before, my name's Fireman Joey, and I'm here to hang out with you guys for a little bit and teach you about fire safety. So thanks again for coming and paying attention. No falling asleep. And if you haven't heard, only aliens are around. But when we're watching these aliens with these weird times about people wearing masks, you're going to be able to tell if they're an alien, even if they have their mask on, because when you see their ears move, then you know they're an alien. So if you see people with ears moving, then you know something weird is going on with them. They mainly move when they talk. So anyhow, let's focus on a few things. We're going to talk about some cool fire stuff, but not now. You've got to pay super close attention to what we're teaching you. We're going to talk about fire smoke alarms, and also we're going to serve up fire safety in the kitchen this year, which means we're going to teach you and how to teach your family how to be safe in the kitchen to prevent kitchen fires. They're actually the #1 fire that we experience out there in the fire industry. They account for over 44% of fires that we go on. Kitchen fires. We can totally change this, because I know you. Who in there? Raise your hands. Yep, exactly. Raise your hands high. You guys all know that you guys can help your mom and dad as they're cooking in the kitchen be safer. So thanks again. Pay attention, and here we go. We are going to talk about a lot of fun stuff. Now, one of the big things that we want to talk about that you guys got to pay attention to first is some of the things that fire does. Now, you guys, when you were a little kid, you know, like a wee lad, you guys learned about stop, drop, and roll. You guys already know that. We don't need to talk about that in here. What we are going to learn about is what fire and smoke does. If you had a fire in your house, where do you think the smoke would go? It'd go up. You're right. Okay, so as that smoke goes up, if you ever had a fire in your house, you'd have to go down. As you go down, you'll be able to see that exit. So last year we taught the kids how many ways out should you have in your house. No matter where you are, in your bedroom, in your kitchen, in your living room, your basement, you should always have 2 ways out. So that's another thing that we're going to talk about and focus on. As you have 2 ways out, your bedroom, one could be a door. And let's think, what could be your other way besides a door to get out of your room that would be that second way out? Let me think. No, don't say anything. Hold on. No, I'm not going to bust a hole in the wall. Whoever said that, no, that's not it. You cannot bust a hole. You don't have an axe to bust a hole in the wall, just like hanging around your room. Your mom's not allowing that. So it's not the wall, it's the window. You're right, it is the window. That second one is the window. Now, what if you lived on the 2nd story? Probably got to figure out a window with a ladder of some sort. But if mom doesn't want you to have a ladder, that's okay. Because if you shut your door, if the fire was outside, we are going to get there. And if you go open your window and just wave to us, we're going to come with our ladders, and you can use our ladder to get out that window. So that's your second way out. So again, how many ways out do we want to have in our bedrooms, living room, or where? That's right. 2 ways out. We want 2 ways out always. All right, let's talk about these smoke alarms real quick. We have smoke alarms in our house. If you haven't changed your batteries, then we need to. We want to check these smoke alarms on daylight savings time. So every single October, November, and every single March and April, make sure your mom and dads are checking your smoke alarms. So this year, first homework assignment, Yep. First homework assignment. Pay attention. I need everybody out there. Raise your right hand. Raise them big and tall. Okay. And say, I promise to. I promise to. Okay, there we go. All right. Tell my mom and my dad to check my smoke alarm. Hula boola gula. All right, put your hands down, everybody. And now you're going to remember, check your smoke alarms. You got to always remember, we need to check these twice a year, but at least you can do once a year when you go home. That's your easy homework assignment. Now, we talked about fire and smoke going up. These are up on the roof. That's why they put them up there. Some of you guys are going to be engineers and construction people. You know this stuff. All right, let's talk about matches. Matches are pretty dangerous. Sometimes we've got Fireman Sparky here, and he might need to light his stove with a match, but he's a grown-up. So we got to think about, what about a campfire? If you go out camping, do you use matches camping? Yeah. Okay. What about this? Do you use matches when you go into your garage with your friends? No, that's not it. You can't be using them when you're in the garage with friends. That would be dangerous. So we're going to learn that matches are a tool and not a toy. So let's say that. Matches are a tool, not a toy. So if that works out pretty well, remember, matches are a tool, not a toy. So a tool would be used for cooking, campfire, even lighting fireworks off on the 4th of July, going bang, bang. Those are some pretty amazing stuff, huh? I can't wait till next year when this county we get to light some fireworks off and have a good time safely using matches as a tool, not a toy. So that's what we remember. Well, let me tell you a little story. If you go back, I was an old wee lad about this big. Okay, maybe I was actually your same age. And I was hanging out with my brother, and he wanted to go up the hill, and I grew up in the farms, you know, where they have horses and cows and like chickens. And we had like 4 dogs at the house. I know you guys all want dogs at your house and chickens and stuff. So we were there, and he got the bright idea, let's take Dad's matches. Well, I wasn't a very good example to him. I said, all right, let's go take the matches. So he took one, and he took it, and he lit it, and it went pshh. And then it got so hot, it burned his hand, so he threw it on the ground. And he went, woo, hey, I didn't get burned. And then he took another one, and then he took it, and before it got, he threw it, but what he didn't recognize, there was weeds on the ground, and it lit the weed on fire. And you know what? That weed lit another weed on fire, and that one lit another weed on fire, and so he tried to stomp it out, but then he knew, hey, I don't want to light on fire myself. So he got thinking really smart, and he said, we better call 911. So we ran and we ran and we ran and we ran down to the house, because remember, we're in the field next to the farms and the chicken and the dairy and the cows, and we ran and we ran and we ran. And then once we finally got to our house, we picked up the phone, and for you teachers, we went 911, and they said, hi, 911, what's your emergency? And we said, our field's on fire, the field's on fire. And they said, what is your address? Did we know our address? Let's check. All right, think real hard in your head. Don't, you gotta shh, be quiet, Okay, what is your address in your mind? All right, I had to think. I know mine, 410 Ridge Lane. And this was down in that hillbilly town, Payson. Okay, 410 Ridge Lane, Payson. I know where I live. Okay, and they said, copy that. What's on fire? The field's on fire, the field's on fire. And they sent a fire engine. So, lo and behold, whoop, 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 the firemen got going, and woo! Do you think when the firemen came, do you think I ran out in the road and said, hey, it's over here? No, they can see the smoke. They don't want you running in the roads when the fire engines drive by. So that's another lesson. Matches are tools, not toys. And don't run in the roads when you hear sirens. So now we got 2 things to remember. Okay? All right, back to the story. So they pull off these awesome hoses, and then they start spraying the fire, and they put out that fire like that. How come they put out that fire so quick? Because we called them early. If there's an accident or if there's a fire, you need to call what number? 911, you're right, 911. Not 911, but 911. Okay, 9. And for teachers, on that dial-up. For you kids, you're going to like pull out that cell phone thing. I don't know what these cell phone things are, but you'll figure it out. All right, so you dial 911, you got to know your address, and we're going to stay out of the road and stay out of the fireman's way, and then they're going to pull up and be able to put out that fire. So that's another thing that you guys will want to pay attention to. All right, now we got to see if you guys paid attention. All right, fire is a tool, not a toy. Good. We don't run in the roads when we hear sirens. And what's the number for 911? That's right, 911. All right, I got this. Okay, raise your right hand. Big, tall, taller, over there. Yep, you, the blonde one. I see you, the blonde one. Okay, big, tall hand. Say, I, state your name, promise to, always, not play with fire, because fire, or matches, or lighter, is a tool, not a toy. Never run on the road. And always remember my address. Yes, that's right. Hula boola gula. All right. So you guys got that. All right, nice job. I think we've kind of covered that. Let's get into something else real quick. Firemen don't just go to fires. Firemen also do EMS. So I would never come and talk about fire safety without talking about something else that will save your life. I want you guys to be so safe that you guys live to be way older than your grandma and grandpa. You know, the gray hair, the long beard, you know, they got the flabby arms, whatever it might be. No. You guys are going to be tough, buff. You're going to be like firemen. Actually, that's what grandmas and grandpas are. They're our heroes. They are the coolest people ever. So we want you to be safe. But they do something. When they get in a car, who rode a car here to get to school today? Yeah, all right. Okay, a lot of you guys rode a car, and when you got in the car, what did you put on? A seat belt. That's right. You guys put a seat belt on when you guys came here. Seat belt saves lives. So let me tell you another story. You guys like these stories, huh? Especially the gruesome ones where there's like blood and horror and No, I'm not going to tell you that one. That's for later. That's in 5th grade. Okay, let's focus on this one. We went on this car crash one time, and it was out on that freeway, you know, that goes like cars, and they go like zoom, 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 and they go like super fast, super like a Ferrari fast, like a Ferrari, maybe a Bugatti, something like that, a Porsche. Yeah, one of those cars were going zoom, and they crashed. And when they crashed, we got called. So we got in our fire truck and our ambulance, and we went, woo! And we drove there. And as we got there, we saw this car that looked like a giant metal ball that was all crumbled. Because when they wrecked, they rolled and they rolled and they rolled and they rolled, and it made it up into this like thing that we couldn't recognize as a car. In fact, it didn't even have 2 of the wheels attached to it. That's how much they got in a wreck. Like the wheel went bing and the other one went bing, and it was crazy. But when we pulled up, I thought, oh my goodness, I hope somebody didn't get hurt in that accident. And as I walked up, I saw a little tiny little kid with his head over the side. And then my heart started to drop because I was like, oh, this isn't good. This isn't good. I hope they did something when they got in that car. I know you guys are thinking of it. And so we went and got our equipment out, and we went and got our jaws of life, and our jaws of life are even bigger than this axe. And it has this huge giant arms. And then we got those giant arms, and we pulled back the steel, and we pulled back the steel with the jaws of life. And they go, and they pull it open. And you know what we found inside there? It was a present. It was a present just like Christmas. I saw the kid. They had a little tiny scrape over here, but they were not only in a car, seat belted in, they were even in a car seat. Because it was a little kid, a little bit littler than you guys. And so they still had to be in a car seat. So they were in a car seat, seat belted in, and they got in a bad accident, and they only got a little tiny little baby, little tiny scrape. So what saved their life? The seatbelt saved their life. That protected them more than anything else out there. Okay, here's your pop quiz. Raise your right hand. Big, tall, tall, tall. All right, the redhead. Yep, that's the one. Raise it tall. Okay. I state your name. Joey. Okay, all right, Fireman Joey. Okay. Promise to always wear my seatbelt. Oh, good. And never, ever play with matches. Good. Okay. And they're a tool, not a toy. And hula boola gula. Oh, but wait, we're not done. And if you were to ride your bicycle to school, what would you put on your head? Good, a helmet. So always promise to wear your helmets too. Good. All right, hula boola gula. Put your arms down. Okay, focus up. Come back to me here. We're going to do some good stuff now. You guys are ready for the fun stuff. Let's teach you guys about how to be a fireman. You passed 2 tests. You know to never ever play with matches. They're a tool, not a toy. To always wear your seatbelt. And we're serving up good fire safety in the kitchen this year. All right, guys. We are ready to show you guys some fun stuff. I got my turnouts. You guys all ready to go on a fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to go on a fire too. I love fire stuff. So let's learn about our fire gear here. We have some of the coolest stuff around. Now we have this cool fancy dancy coat, and it's got reflective gear on it. Has my name on it, and then so when Fireman Billy Bob comes in, he shines his flashlight through the dark, through the smoke, and then he can see me because I'm reflective, like that crossing guard. You guys have all seen that crossing guard? They wear reflective stuff too. All right, we got to teach you guys, if you're going to be a fireman, some of the tricks. Even a trick on how to get ready to school faster. Like, you know, who likes sleeping in? Raise your hand if you like sleeping in. You were sleeping right now. I saw you sleeping right now. Like you were just, yeah, in the back. Yeah, with the beard, the kid with the beard. Oh, that's the teacher. Sorry, my bad. No, you don't have a beard. All right, okay. So one of the things that we do is we always wear slippers, okay? So check this out. Ha! Get my shoes off, and you know what I do? When I sleep in, I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. And then Mom comes up to me, wake up, it's time for school. And I'm like, oh, all right, time for school. Let's put my shoes and pants on. Here we go. Oh, here we go. And we slide on. Woo! And then I got my fancy dancy pants on. I'm ready to go to school, huh? That was pretty fast. None of you guys can get dressed that fast for school. But now you know my secret. Because you're going to start putting your pants right on top of your shoes. And then you'll be like, fast. Like fireman fast. All right, cool. So we got these cool things. I need a tough kid. Like Muscly Miles. Does anybody need Muscly Miles?
Me.
Oh, all right. Come on up, Muscly Miles. Okay. Step to the side right here. That's my toe. That's not my toe. You got it? Where's my toe at? Oh, good. All right. Crush my toe. Oh, didn't feel it. Crush it again. Ha! Didn't hurt it at all. Now wait a second.
Ow.
I hurt your foot. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, I will save you. No, not yet. All right. Go sit down. So, everything that we have of this fire equipment is cool and safe. These have steel toes in them. So it's the coolest thing ever. Here, let me steal these little slippers. Even these ones have steel toes in them. We have safety boots wherever we go. So that's what keeps me safe. All right. So everything that I wear protects me. So I want to make sure that you guys understand, never, ever go back into a burning building once you get out. So if you saw the smoke go up in your house and you crawled out of there and you got out, even if your little kitty is still in there, don't go back inside the house. because you don't got the safety gear. But who's going to come and go inside the house and rescue Fluffy the kitty?
Me.
I'm going there. You're going to see me there. And you're going to see Fireman Sam too. Fireman Sam, he's a handsome guy. All right, this stuff all protects me. This gear right here, it won't light on fire when I go in there. We've got to add a couple more things though. So I've got to put this little hood on here. That's, woo. It's getting cold out there. So I got to get my hood on. Yeah, I need my coat. Yep, here's my coat.
Why would it be cold
Alright.
going into a fire?
Because it's snowing outside. That's why it's cold, silly. All right, hold on. Hold your questions. No more questions out there. Hold them up.
The fire will...
All right. You got to get that? Oh, it's kind of getting hot in there. Wait, that's what you told me it was getting hot. Oh, you'll see. All right.
Come on.
So this thing's got more reflective, and guess what else? It's got the flag. Muscle. That's right, all American here. Okay, we're going to turn this on. This thing is pretty amazing. I'm going to need you guys to be super quiet because this thing's going to make some noise, and then this thing's going to make some noise. You know, my mask that I was wearing at the first of the video, check it out. Now you know where that mask came from.
It's gonna be like...
Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's turn this on. Hey, there's bells. That's like your school bell. So this thing has bells on it. This is my backpack. So what this backpack is if I took all of the oxygen in between the fire station and your school, so think of how far that is. The fire station's 2.1 gigawatts away. Yep, that 2.15897 gigawatts. And then I took all the air and I packed it in, and then I put it inside this tank. That's how much air is in here. So check this out. All right. Teacher, Maddie, come here. I need you to scoot a little closer. This is what I call the amazing blow dryer. Oh, yeah. All right, thanks, Teacher Maddie. I appreciate that. Teachers, I know if you were here, if we didn't have this COVID, I could have blow dried your hair, and then you could have totally saved 15 minutes. Yes, even you, Mr. Thomas. No, that isn't your name, Mr. Well, you know your name. All right, let's skip over that. All right, Mrs. and Mr. Or maybe you just got long hair, whatever. Okay, so let's focus back on here. So, I've got my mask. I need you guys, realize I breathe my air through there, and I connect this thing there. If you haven't connected that, that's how that works. So I carry a backpack of air, put on my mask, and I'm going to breathe. So, when I put this on, I'm going to sound like somebody. I need you guys to guess.
Darth Vader.
Now, only guess if you know after I ask the question and say the same. Nobody be a spoiler.
Darth Vader. Darth Vader. Darth Vader.
Luke, I am your father.
Darth Vader!
You guys like Darth Vader?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? I love Darth Vader too.
I got
a
Darth
mask.
Vader lunchbox.
So like COVID is like playing Darth Vader?
Yeah.
Luke, I am your father. Oh, no, that is not. I'm not your father. No, that isn't. Teacher, you got some major explanations here. I'm sorry. All right, let's figure this out. So I got my ears on, they're covered. I got my speaker. Oh, yeah, I haven't plugged in my ear yet, you're right. What else is not covered? Does anybody know?
Your hands!
What?
Your hands! Your
My hands?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, my hands. I need my fireman gloves. Oh, I love my fireman gloves.
Are those if you didn't wear gloves, you can't type on the
All right,
computer.
remember, be super quiet.
Okay.
So everybody can hear me here. Okay, so we get our fireman gloves on. We got our mask, and this is going to make it even sound more worse. Oh, I forgot to clear my cord. Now I even sound more like Darth Vader. I'm still not your father. Okay, here we go. So, does anybody know the name of this tool? Nope, it's not an axe. Nope, not a pickaxe. Anybody else? No? Teacher?
An axinator.
Nope, not the axinator, not the jaws of life.
A miner?
Okay, let me tell you. This is a teacher joke. I call it the master key. Because it opens any door in the whole city. This opens it.
A key. It breaks it.
The master key. Yes, all right.
Anyway.
Are you guys ready to go on a fire? I'm ready to go on a fire. Okay, here we go. First, we got to get that, we got to get that siren. So here we go. Pull it up. Start the video sound now. Woo! All right, we got a fire. There's a huge smoke column. We better get inside there. There might be somebody to rescue. Okay, so we come up, we check the door. If the door's hot, ooh, it's hot. We're gonna have to kick it down. We kick it down, fire comes out. Now we go down to the ground. Okay, because smoke goes up, we go down. And we go. Oh, high five. High five. All right, here we go. All right.
You scared me, you.
Here we go. All right. Hey, we got you out of there. Good job.
Woo, that's hot inside my mask. So I go in there, I show you guys that in the video, and I so wish I could come out to your class this year. But I promise you, you'll see me in the future in your school, and you guys can give me high fives. Would anybody out there in the class be scared of me? Go ahead and have a seat, Miles. Would any of you guys be scared of a fireman if we came in to rescue you?
No.
No!
But I didn't think that.
But do we sound kind of funny? Yeah, we do kind of sound funny. Do we look funny? Yeah, we kind of look goofy. But just like Daphne over here, we know that if you will stay where we can find you, we will come and search every area of your house and rescue you if you get trapped somewhere. So don't worry, know that we're coming. Now, if you can, we got to review our lessons that we learned. So we're never, ever going to play with matches, because fire's a tool, not a toy, okay? And we're always going to wear our seat belt. Cool. And your homework assignment, what are you going to check tonight? Smoke alarms, okay? Remember, go home, have your mom and dad check your smoke alarms. If you need to change out your batteries, change out your batteries. And you're always, when you ride that bicycle, gonna wear your helmet. Man, you guys are good. Okay, well, thanks again for being a part of this awesome Serve Up Fire Safety in the Kitchen. I realize a lot of you guys aren't cooking, but that's okay. Remember to remind your moms and dads, do your homework with you. I'm sending some cool stuff home for you. And hey, don't forget, thanks to Sparky, our awesome fireman dog that helps us remember to be safe every single year. And until next year, when COVID's all out of here, I'll see you guys later on the road, and you guys will be on the sidewalk, waving, looking good. Have a good year.